Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in a wonderful place that is Dover. I am your host, Sir Kun, Bentham Kun. It is we are on board with the Scott Trackside. I believe Scott Trackside's first on track. We have another usual five drivers, our consistent five, as I'll call them. It's Mr. Scott Streisig. See what it does here. I'll switch this. So that way you can see the times. Oh, yep, there it is. For some reason, enough to be screwy. Let's see how this. Alright, well, trying to figure out what's going on here, but there we go. Everything is settled now. Jonathan Green in pole position. And a whole. Huh? I'm gonna break down the fourth wall real quick. I need to see these. Ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can see, 2,000th of a second. I'm gonna bring in Jonathan Green. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Jonathan Green, you got a copy.
I do.
My good sir. My good sir. You are in the lead by an entire 10th. How does that make you feel at the moment?
I mean, it makes me feel pretty good because I don't think I put the lap down better than a 23.4 in practice. So somehow I shaved off a tenth. So I'll take it.
That's good. What are your plans for winning tonight?
Well, I'm going to be faster than everybody else, and I'm going to try to keep the fenders in the car. I think that's what I need to do.
Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. I do believe. Well, Mr. Green, best of luck to you, and I will see you on track a little bit. And best of luck.
Alrighty, thank you much, man. Appreciate
You know what? We are now going to pull in another consistent driver that's been here recently. Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith, you got a copy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, buddy, you only basically 2,000th of a second behind our good friend Mr. John Crosby.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I put my lap, saw I was first, and then like the next second, you popped that one in there.
so yeah, it's so crazy. I was like looking at one of the overlays. I was like, gosh, it shows basically the same exact time. Well, and what's your plan and what's your strategy for everything for tonight?
I think I'm gonna try to take a page out of old Jonathan Green's book and not burn my stuff up early like I did at Darlington. If I can maintain some speed and still have some tire left for the long run, I think it'll work out for me.
All right, bud. Best of luck to you, and try to keep it clean out there.
Thank you.
That was a good friend, Tyler Smith. And honestly, the person who said the fastest lap for practice is Mr. Crosby. I'm going to bring Mr. Crosby in here. Mr. Crosby, you got a copy.
Hey man, what's going on?
Very good, very good. You, with the fastest, or 2,000th of a second faster than Mr. Tyler Smith. What's your plan for this race? Because you had the fastest time out there in practice. What's your plan to get yourself up to the front?
Well, I don't know if I'll if I want to be in the front. I think I want to follow Green's strategy because I know he has a really good strategy. So I think I'm just gonna follow him and see what happens.
I got you. Well, I best of luck to you, sir, because
Appreciate you, man.
I believe y'all are going to go to green and start gritting up.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No problem. Well, as we can see, we're gonna Jonathan Green first place on your poll. Jonathan Crosby P2, Tyler Smith P3, Scott Strisick P4, and Jared Strisick in P5. Everything here is right to come wild and loose and verbal goose. At this current moment of time, you can see where everything's gonna go. And here we go. And Jonathan Green with a great start. Coming out of turn one. These guys have a half a fuel tank. Single file already, but again, as a race these guys have been recently has been really interesting things to watch. John Crosby inside of Jonathan Green. He's got a little tight. Crosby up front, still too wide. Tyler Smith inside the pass. And Jared tries to the inside. Jonathan Green falling back, but this field's this small as this. It's not really going to matter that much, but you still gotta think where those tires are gonna come in. Don't want to push too hard. And here we go. Turn. And Tyler Smith into the wall. Jared Strisick is not usually a guy you see up that much like inside the top three. You know, he's like a cut like at least 20 laps at that time in North Wilkesburg, but I don't see him up there this front this early. Scott Strisick is falling back. And like I said, the man who had set the fastest lap out of practice, currently at P1. Dover, unforgivable concrete surface. Especially here right now. John Crosby up on the track. You can get real tight up in there, and it's kind of hard to get back down to the bottom, but at the same time, if you put too much gas on too early, you will be going around like it's nothing. Five drivers really close together. Jared Strisick up all over Tyler Smith. Crosby with the run. Tyler, we talked to Tyler earlier, saying he doesn't want to burn up his stuff. And here you are, leading. I guess he's just wising up, listening to what Green is. Watch what Green usually does, save his stuff. Here he is. Jared starts to rolling away. But you gotta think though, 50% fuel capacity. Would it be smarter to go ahead and get away from this since you know only 50% of fuel capacity? I mean, you have a sense of tire change and everything. So you might be better off to go ahead and put up your stuff. Everybody back here is close together. As you notice, Jonathan Green is rolling to the bottom a little bit more. Allowing him to get that advantage on Crosby. You know, look at that. Took it inside before Crosby even knew what to do. Gaining back into third. Ooh. Smith a little sideways rubber goose action. Jared Streisig have a whole second lead now on Tyler Smith. Crosby now having difficulties. Streisig does not seem to have much damage, but be okay. As we can see here, the lead that Streisig had on Smith is now falling away, fading fast. Ooh, Green must have gotten loose there. Because Crosby caught up to him quick. Streisig high. It did not take Tyler Smith long to get there, and now he's there, passes Streisig, who probably just scuffed the wall. Right now cannot stay out of the high line, can't get out of the marbles, and now he dives into the inside. Closing gap, staying within a tenth. 21 laps. Laps have complete. $90 to go. Green closing the gap on Smith and Streisig. He was not in frame, and now he is. This is brutal. Just try to stick it to the wall. Just try to stick it to the wall again. He might have wheel damage. See how he handles turn taking forward. I'm still saying hi. Landed the 517. Jonathan Greenbot. Try to stick on now. Green's bumper. Freaking a little bit later. Go into the turn. Now slowly diving down. Beautiful turn right there. As of right now, the 21 to Tyler Smith walking away. Scott Straystick holding ground a little bit in the moment, just staying way too high. It seems the Strysticks have a theme in common. Staying up way too much on the high line. Well, you kind of see some form of similarities between Smith and Green. Green entering slightly earlier before Smith. That might be a factor in everything when it comes to tire saving. It just might. Taking that shallower entrance, we got to fight back here for third place between Jared Strysticks, excuse me, and John Crosby in the 7th and the 73 car. Back up to first and second. Difference in line might change everything. Might be even a fuel strategy game right there. Get that right there. Sounds like someone's holding the clutch. It sounds like the 73 car is holding the clutch. You know what? It's right on board. Yep, rolling that clutch. Trying to fuel save. Dropping the clutch. Interesting. I doubt these two guys right here. They want the win. They want the gap. I'm curious to see what Jared's doing here. No. Not fuel saving. see if 517 is doing any fuel saving. See the difference between Jared Straczek and Jonathan Green. Green is in 5th gear. Might be something to think about. You look at Ty Smith, he's rolling in 4th. Yeah, the only one that seems to be really fuel saving is the number 73 car. Which I do believe. Oh no. Something must have. Yep, that right front bent in. And it gets me. They are probably close to that fuel cycle. Well, I'll tell you what, who, in my opinion, might be able to close down a gap. This is 73 car of John Crosby. His entry angle may mess him up. Yeah. Father and son battling. Neither one wants to give up the position. And ooh, Jared wants to take out his own father. Strike stick v strike stick. Strike sticks. Ooh. The battle for 4th. Heating up. Scott Strasek might have advantage of his own son, simply because that right front will slow him down through the aerodynamics, so he might possibly have wheel damage. And I'm hoping, praying to see whether or not these two will wreck. I mean, obviously not hoping for a caution, but at the same time, these two guys, father and son, you know, the old man may or not say, all right, son, you're on my way. Get out of my way. Like, I mean, sure, you want to race clean, but, you know, will there be a Dale Senior, Dale Junior moment right here where, oh, well, that answers the question. Where, you know, Dale Singer's like, alright, son, you're on my way. Get out of the way. regardless of the situation. And like I said earlier, that the fuel cycle is now beginning. Tyler Smith going in pits. I thought it was Sharon's trying to stick that was a lap down, but my eyes deceived me. But now Jared's going a lap down. Both the strike six are a lap down. Now Tyler Smith a lap down. Jonathan Green going into pits. What exactly happened? Wind it back. Coming down pit lane. Oh, locked it up. Oh. And he just stalled. Well, see, I thought he was falling sideways. But while we got a second, let's pull in Jonathan. You know what? Let's pull in Tyler Smith. Let's see what he has. Tyler Smith, you got a copy.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, bud. Leading most of the race, and you were pretty good, and then caution came out. And how do you feel about the rest of this race?
Feel pretty good. I think I just need to do a little bit of a better job at saving. But for the most part, we all kind of ran about even, so I think it'll be a good battle towards the end.
So, in other words, you feel like you'll be pretty confident for the rest of the race?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say supremely confident, but mildly confident.
I got you. Well, best of luck again, and hopefully we'll see you back here in a little bit.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Jonathan Green for his. Jonathan Green, you got a copy.
Do.
Well, bud, how do you feel?
I'm gonna hope I got enough gas to make the second half here.
Alright, bud. Well, I wish you best luck. I didn't realize we're going to go green. Let's see you back here in a little bit.
Alright, man.
Yes, sir. We're back here, head near the green. Now, give him a sign. The green flag is out. Right, something's very much have happened here. Got straight stick because he's still out, and Jared side stick now 3 laps down, probably for damage. Jonathan Green, John Crosby, and Scott Streisick is now slaps back or come out of pit 6 laps down. Scott Streisick back in the pits. Let's stop to go. Black flag for speeding. Now, right now, the Streisicks need miracles. Yep. Crosby now fitting off. Tyler Smith, one-time winner. Smith and Crosby fighting for position. Scott Streisick coming back out, probably for serving a penalty. He's now 10 laps down. It's John Crosby's up there at the wall. Jarrett linked out for half a second. Jarrett needs those laps back. He needs to get around the leaders. It's tire saving and fuel strategy come into factor, but you gotta think, you're 3 laps down. You just want to get by without trying to get to be in the way of the leader. Maybe in the next fuel cycle. Maybe. Will Jared actually get his lap back? But if you Scott Streisick, I feel like your race is probably, it might be over. Unless, like I said, a miracle happens to one of the leaders. Well, the fuel, who will have to pit? Because you got to remember, those laps came into effect at lap 47. That's when Tyler Smith pitted. Right, so guys, when the caution came out. So, as I will state again, where would you want to be? Would you want to be in a position where you freshly pitted for tires, you freshly pitted for fuel? Or would you want to be in Smith's situation, where you can kind of keep your distance, but at the same time, you gotta, heard him say it earlier, he's gotta be able to fuel manage better, because they stay out a little bit longer. But maybe that helped him out in the long run, who knows, but he's got older tires. It's Crosby's. The fuels is now trying to fuel save for the rest of this race. I mean, you hear him punching that clutch. Trackside. Still there. Still on the tail end of the 517, Jonathan Green. You see right now that Jonathan Green is catching Kyle Smith. Slowly gaining. As you all see, both the Strikes agree. Holding the same amount of lap times, running the same pace. You gotta wonder what will Green do. Because right now he's not worried about Jared at all. He's multiple laps down. He ain't gotta worry about a thing. But right now, with 49 laps to go. 49 laps remaining in this race. Jonathan Green has to think about this. Do I have enough fuel for the end? Because right now he's trying to throw some little bit of aggressive moves just to get into the lead where he doesn't really have to. He knows Tyler Smith may or may not have pitted during the caution when he got his laps back. But the main problem is now, Tyler Smith gets loose out of a corner to turn 2. And that throw on Green, he gained onto the 21 car. 22 blinked out, blinked back in. He's here. He's Magic Man. Right now, that did a wonder for Jonathan Green. Because now he's there. 2/10 there. 3/10. Strike blinking in and out. Having some difficulties, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Pulling down, drifting up. It's the 517. I feel like that changed everything. And John Crosby is pitting. What? This must be a strategy thing. This has to be strategy. So we come back to P1 and P2. Fighting for first. Green. Hogging the bottom line. Staying on the bottom. Get a little bit of run on the 21 car. Inside. Oh, cuts him off a little bit. 21, 517. Crosby has now pitted for fuel and tires. He does not have to pit. Now these two right here, I have to realize that John Crosby is in a relaxed zone. He does not have to push his car. He is stable. He is good throughout the rest of this race. As Jared Streisig puts it to the inside of Jonathan Green. That's going to hold up Jonathan for a little bit, I feel like. Put it back down 5/10 as he gets into the wall. Jared's now to the inside of Jonathan Green. Now Jonathan Green has to get back to Tyler. This is a dire situation. 31 laps remain in this race. 31. Will Crosby's strategy pay off for him? Will it work? It could be a me thing, because sometimes my internet's a little bit doggy. Tyler Smith a little bit loose. Jared tries to get to the wall. Right in front of his dad. Blinking out is a 22 car. This man needs medical assistance for his Wi-Fi. It's on life support, I tell you. Life support. As he's there while riding, becoming Ross Chastain Jr. He may not be Scott Strasick Jr., but he's Ross Chastain Jr. in the sim world. Man, Jonathan Green now. It's coming down to the closing bit. Have these two realized that they cannot make it in on fuel? As of right now, Jonathan Green, out of all the races we have done, is the only one that has been on a lead lap. It was just him and Tyler Smith. And now the honor belongs to Jonathan Green. Most wins, most lead lap finishes, most wins belongs to the 517 Fago car. That's a 517 that Jonathan Green pushed too hard. Side 6 still in the wall. As he pushed so early that it's now a worse for wear for his tires. Or does he have wheel damage? That's why he's sewing up. John Crosby is across the start-finish line and into turns 1 and 2. Man, it's just... crazy. Jonathan Green is falling like a rock. Yeah, I feel like he's pushing stuff too hard. Because now Crosby is good on fuel, but the matter of fact of it is his tires. Did he pit for tires also, or did he just only pit for fuel? As you guys can see, 22 laps to go. And the lead is now fading for Jonathan Green. I want y'all to understand, Jonathan Green is the only one who may have a shot right now. But, yet again, is it fuel saving time now? Or is it all on Crosby to get back to the leader? I mean, right now, turn 3 and 4 is there's John Crosby. Jared Streisig, internet having a stroke. Getting to the inside. Pass. Now he put in his perspective. As you can see this right now. Three and 4. He's gaining on them fast. Gaining on them slowly but surely. Tyler Smith pitting. If Green does not go into pits with him, and he does, Jarrett at this point just needs a caution. Jarrett Tristic needs a caution at this point just to be able to get back onto the lead lap. Not to win the lead lap. I mean, look at Crosby coming in hot. He's up to speed. They're slowly getting up to speed though. 16 laps to go. 7 seconds is the gap between second and third. But now these guys, fresher tires, all the fuel they needed in order to go. There's no more fuel saving, no more tire saving. It's just go, go, go. Jonathan Green into the wall. Tyler Smith to the inside. Tyler Smith now gaining away. To go. Right now, Tyler Smith just needs to make sure he does not make a mistake. And Jared Streisig is in the pits. the gap is now growing bigger and bigger. This is all Tyler's race. He has all of this in the bag. Every single second of it, he has it. Somebody must have. They able to keep it together, but as this all winds down, the 21 has figured out the strategy, figured out the pace of what he had to do, what he needed to do. Right now, with 4 laps remaining. John Crosby, man who was fastest in practice, almost had a chance to make blocks of the century, is now in a hunt of being lapped down with 2 remaining. Last lap. He could probably cruise for an entire corner if he wanted to. And he would still have the win in the bag. As we come to the start-finish line, Tyler Smith, your second time winner. Congratulations to Tyler Smith. Whew. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Tyler Smith, you got a copy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Man, your plan worked. Tired of saving the fuel safe all the way to the end for it to work. And man, I thought Jonathan Green had a good shot at you, but I don't know what happened to him. It just dropped like a rock towards about seemed like 15 to go.
I thought he had me for sure, and because I was almost worried he could save enough to just pit in one stop just on fuel.
Right.
The whole second run I did only in 5th, so I kind of thought that maybe he wouldn't make it. I didn't know. I assumed he was better at saving fuel than I was, because he's done it more than I have. But as soon as I came down pit road, I saw him behind me, and then I thought, "Whoa, that'll be a good race to the finish." And then I think he didn't take tires or only took right sides or something.
Ooh.
And I got around him and drove to the checkered. So
Oh man,
it was a fun.
anybody you want to shout out for tonight's race?
In shades of Elliot, I'll shout out anybody with a mother whose name starts with the letter S. And all the cats in the world. Also the Scott and Jarrett pushing each other to the finish, and now dumping each other.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on your second win.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
I was trying to get to green to get my laps completed record tied again, but I wasn't able to do it.
All right. We're gonna pull in Jonathan Green. Jonathan Green, you got a copy.
Yeah, do you, sir?
Man, I thought you had Mr. Tyler Smith on the ropes, because you seemed like you had a very, like, you were able to closely be able to get to him, but just didn't seem like how it was meant to be.
No, I probably should have just gone out there and pushed him and forced him to try to make some sort of strategy change. I was trying to save fuel at the very beginning on that last on the last out because I knew I wasn't going to make it, and then for some reason I thought I was going to, because I apparently thought it was 100 laps instead of 110.
Mm-hmm.
Math calculation error in my head there, and yeah, I started pushing him and I burnt my stuff up just trying to, because I was like, I got to get around him, and then set the pace there, and then yeah, that didn't work out. I should have tried a different strategy, but it is what it is. Yeah, you know, for chasing the championship, second place will be okay.
All right. Well, you still have the highest average finish and still complete the most amount of laps out of anybody in the league so far. So, anybody you want to shout out?
I'll congratulate Tyler for the win. He definitely had speed at the end. Thanks for putting these on, and if anybody watches these things, please come out and race with us. We need people.
Well,
we definitely need people. Come out and race with us. Have some fun.
Well, Mr. Green, best of luck to you, and I will see you next week.
Alrighty. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, Dover has finished. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and we'll see y'all next week.